You know, guys, there's not a day that goes by that somebody doesn't come up to me in public when I'm like at the grocery store, getting a Starbucks coffee, anywhere out in public. People just come up to me and they say things like, hey man, how do you look so good and chiseled, but when I look in the mirror, I look like such a fat pig?
Oh, hey, Vince, you can't say that, dude. Just...
All right, Enrique, let's take it from the top. These 3 amazing superfoods that help you lose fat, keep muscle, and have ripped abs.
Vince, we already did that video. That was an ad.
We did that?
Yeah, we already did that video. It's been on YouTube for, I think, a year now. Everybody has seen it.
Oh, are we repurposing the Jeff Cavalier face pull video?
No. We also did that one already. We're repurposing the Scott Herman one.
Oh, that's why we're sitting at the cable machine. Should I take my shirt off though, so you can like see the muscles?
I probably would. You know, we want to make sure you look as big as possible all the time.
Just get that.
Yep. You all right there?
I'm sure a lot of you by now have already seen Josh Brett's video on V-Shred or exposing V-Shred. And I know this because a lot of you sent me the link. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll post a link to it right here. But basically, Josh does an amazing video. He's a new creator, doesn't even have 20,000 subscribers yet. Video already has over 1 million views, and what he did was he showcased or exposed V-Shred by showing you guys that the main face of the company, Vince, he's just a puppet. He's just the face. But there's actually a huge marketing firm behind V-Shred, which is why you see them everywhere. Their ads are everywhere. And it just goes to show you the amount of power you have if you have the marketing dollars to put behind a product that you're trying to get out there. Because 99% of the things that come out of V-Shred's mouth, especially when it comes to form and technique in the gym, is terrible advice. In fact, many of you would get seriously injured if you took his advice on how to do exercises properly. And it was Alan Roberts who basically first discovered that V-Shred was taking advantage of old Athlean X videos where he was trying to recreate them, but did so very poorly because he didn't understand the content that he was talking about. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. It's almost impossible to not create similar content to other creators, especially in the fitness space. I mean, there's only a right and wrong way to do pretty much any exercise, right? So where you come in and try to be different is with your tips that you offer to maybe enhance those exercises or make them more effective, or maybe you're going to give tips on how to do drop sets or supersets or which 2 exercises work best together. There's this whole road you can go down to try to give more tips and more fitness advice and have it still be good advice. And so last year, or maybe like a year and a half ago, I did a fun series called 67% More Growth, right? And I made it very clear in those videos that the title was complete clickbait. Why? Just to have a little bit of fun. But the tips in the video were still going to help with muscle growth because I was teaching you guys how to get more out of specific exercises, right? And I'll post a link to that entire playlist here if you want to check it out. But the video I want to talk to you guys about is one that Vince copied, okay? I did a video, 67% more back growth. And in that video, I discussed how to utilize a seated row and a lat pull down in order to get more muscle activation, which was going to increase your mind-muscle connection and hopefully over time lead to better gains. So after I posted that video, about a month later, Vince creates a video called One Simple Back Training Fix for a Wider Back. And he basically copied what I did in my video, word for word. Well, actually, I can't say that. It wasn't word for word because he's an idiot and he couldn't get it right. But he copied the exercise selection that I used, copied majority of the tips that I used, the ones that he could remember while filming, and recreated the same video. I mean, he didn't even put the exercises in a different order. Like I did low row and lat pull down, and he did low row and lat pull down. Like, girl, at least like switch the order. You know what I mean? Try to be a little different. But he just completely hacked the video and then ended up giving some really dangerous tips because he forgot one of the most important key essential things you have to do when doing a low row, which is not fall into spinal flexion by keeping your chest up. Okay, so before we start filming, just give me a quick recap of the tips. Don't give me them all. Just give me like the most important ones to refresh my memory.
Yeah, okay. Just give me a sec. Okay, so the most important tips Scott gave were, number 1, scapula protraction and scapula retraction on rows. All right. Number 2, make sure you lean forward slightly during rows. Number 3, keep your shoulders in neutral position throughout the entire movement. And number 4, and do not, and this is the most important, man, do not forget to keep your chest up the entire time so you don't fall into spinal flexion.
Good job, Enrique. That was good editing.
Yeah.
But, you know, on a serious note, and this is what you guys really have to understand, this is why we have to kind of, you know, come together as a community to let people know that V-Shred is a scam. V-Shred copied my video. Maybe he copied more, I don't know. I know he copied a lot of Athlean-X's videos because Alan Roberts made a lot of videos talking about that. But the thing is this, right? So when you spend marketing dollars in order to promote your business on YouTube, Google, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, you can target certain audiences and then you can retarget those audiences. And basically they're targeting beginners, right? Because these are the people who don't know much about fitness and they're more willing to hand over their money if they see a well-produced, maybe the content isn't great, but the video itself is well-produced, well-edited, and they see a guy like Vince who looks great. I'm not going to say he doesn't look great. Vince looks great. They see a guy like him giving this advice, so they're going to automatically think, wow, this person knows what they're talking about. And, you know, and maybe Vince doesn't get all of the pointers correct when he copies somebody's video, but if he gets enough of those key words out, like scapula retraction, protraction, keep your core tight, you know, these little cues that make it sound like you know what you're doing as a trainer, a beginner is going to hear those cues and be like, wow, that sounds smart. I didn't know that. This guy knows what he's talking about. And then that's when problems happen. That's when they buy into a program that is a scam, that's not going to work for them. And then what happens from there is they get discouraged and they no longer want to train. Why? Because if you buy into a program and you don't see results, why would you stick with it? Or maybe you think you're the problem. The reason why we're in the car today is because it's a muscle car, right? And we all know muscle cars build muscle. That's why the name muscle is in the car. What's up, guys? If you want to build muscle, there's a secret that you should know that not too many people know about. You can get Test Booster.
Vince, it's upside down, bud. Come on now.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Oh, the cap goes on top.
Yep.
Okay.
You were close.
So why should we band together and even waste our energy on trying to stop a YouTube channel like V-Shred from spreading misinformation? Well, think about it like this, at least from my point of view. I became a personal trainer when I was 18 years old because I wanted to help people. I knew there wasn't a lot of money in being a personal trainer at the time, but that didn't matter to me. I wanted to help people. It's what I enjoyed, and I knew eventually I was going to do something big in the fitness industry. And then when YouTube rolled around and I started making my YouTube videos, at that point in time, nobody really knew you could make money making YouTube videos. This is back in 2009. I was making videos because I wanted to help people, and I saw it as a way to reach a wider audience to get good information out there. And then over time, it turned into a business. It was the passion first, and the money came later. But if you're getting into this just because you want to make money, then you're getting into it for the wrong reasons. Why? Because you don't have that actual passion to help people. So if you've got a company behind you that's giving you loads of money and telling you do this, copy this person, do this, push this supplement, push that, push this, and there's no integrity behind the things that you're doing and saying, then you shouldn't be teaching people how to change their life, because people only have so much time to train and exercise and get things done. And if you continue to waste their time, like I said before, they're eventually going to quit. And now the problem we have with information on social media, YouTube especially, is when I first started, there was like no information available. And then after a few years, there was a few other creators, myself included, putting out quality content. The amount of information available online started to become really good, and there was a lot of good information. But then once more people started catching on that you could produce content on YouTube and make money, we've now kind of fallen into this like oversaturated space where pretty much anybody with a six-pack is giving fitness advice, and now beginners went from not knowing where to go because there wasn't a lot of information, kind of knowing where to start because there was a good amount, to now being more lost than ever because there's so much information and so many people saying so many different things. It's tough. All right, Enrique.
Vince, it's Ricky. You keep calling me Enrique.
Sorry, Ricardo.
Oh, Jesus.
No, but for like this video, are we basing the information off of people doing studies at Harvard University or Cambridge University?
Honestly, man, it doesn't matter. No one's gonna really fact check any of this stuff, so you can just say whatever you want.
Maybe we should go a little more exotic and different this time and do like Oxford University.
I mean, sure, if you really.
Oh, wait. What's that school that that Harry Potter kid went to?
You mean Hogwarts?
Yeah, Hogwarts.
But that's not.
Okay, ready? Hold on, I got this.
Not real school.
Recently, some bright young minds at the Hogwarts School for Witchcraft and Wizardry. You know, guys, in a perfect world, we'd like to think that anyone sharing information is knowledgeable on the subject that they're talking about. But unfortunately, in this situation, V-Shred has proven time and time again that he doesn't have the knowledge base to back the information that he's putting online. Who is Booster and why are we testing him? Did we hire that pink furry thing from Jingle All the Way and we're going to test him? And so what we need to do, and I don't mean just YouTube creators, but you guys as well, when you see content that's not good, you need to let that person know. Leave a comment, thumbs the video down, do what you need to do because things don't go away when you ignore them. They go away when they're addressed. Even myself as a young creator. Now, I'm not saying I put out bad information, but I had a little bit of misinformation when I first started making my videos, but that's just because I was taught how to do certain things incorrectly, like eating 7 meals a day boosts your metabolism. Like I was literally taught that when I became a trainer, or stopping at 90 degrees on a bench press. That was to save the shoulders. That was taught to me as a trainer. And as I became more and more educated, started making more and more videos, interacting with you guys, that made me a better person, a better trainer, and a better creator, which is why my channel continues to grow. So thank you for that.
What are you doing?
I'm inventing a new way to do the exercise.
Oh, okay.
Because this puts you into shoulder retraction permanently.
I don't know, man. I didn't see Scott or Jeff do any of that stuff. Do you think that works?
Yeah, this is good. If they haven't done it yet, then we can get a lot of views.
Ah, okay. Got it. Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense.
But on the flip side, when you see creators doing a good job, we're as human beings, we're more inclined to talk about things we don't like. Like we're more inclined to talk about a car wreck versus like somebody who did a good parallel parking job. You get what I'm trying to say. We're more inclined to talk about negative things than positive things, and we need to change that. So when you see YouTube videos by creators that are really good and filled with great information, drop a comment, hit that like button, help them boost that YouTube algorithm, and share that content so that they can grow. Like Josh Beck, his video was great. Make sure you guys go there, you watch it, you leave a comment, you like the video, and encourage him to create more quality content. We just got to work together, guys. That's all it takes. We don't have to actively create a campaign to go after V-Shred. We just have to let people know, like, hey, that video was garbage. This one is good. You should probably listen to that person more. Hey, make your own decision, right? Be sure to smash that like button if you guys enjoyed the video, and let us know which skit you like the most on the bottom. We had a lot of fun making these skits. Probably a little too much fun. There's probably a lot of stuff because we're obviously filming the outro before the video was edited that Ricky didn't include, but maybe we'll show that in a future video. I don't know. And if you guys want to see the rest of those videos in the 67% series that I did, again, amazing videos, click this link. And hey, if you want a free muscle building workout program that you can download right now, print out, and take to the gym, just click this link. It's not going to cost you a dime, all right? Guaranteed gains. Have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next video.